80 miles northeast of Las Vegas lies the small town of Mesquite. When the sun sets, this desert oasis comes to life as the lights take effect at the Palms Golf Club. Every golfer who's ever teed it up dreams of hitting it longer than before. Tonight, this ultimate display of force will showcase the raw power of the longest hitters in the world and determine the longest of the long. It is indeed different here, as the long drivers of the world wait to hear the grid is clear, play away.
To be the best, you have to beat the best.
To win here, you got to take it deep.
You have to be locked in.
Leave nothing in the bag.
And that's how you become the longest in the world.
This grip it and rip it mentality is a ritual hard to resist. And tonight we find out who wants it the most and earns the right to be named the 2005 RE/MAX World Long Drive Champion. Standing room only crowd at the Palms Golf Club in Mesquite, Nevada. They've come out to see the long ball. Jeff Metters along with Art Sellinger and Charlie Reimer. Our JLG grid conditions, rain earlier in the week, so a somewhat softer grid.
And if these players control their spin, they will get a little bounce out there. And of course, they're all striving for that JLG power zone at 400 yards with $5,000 going to the Autism Society of America on behalf of JLG.
Pro beach volleyball legend Gabrielle Reese took her best shot this week in the women's division. The two-time beach volleyball player of the year showed that she has the potential to compete.
You know, she worked so hard on her swing with Butch Harmon and came through local and district qualifying and just missed by a yard to make it to the semis. But great having her compete.
Well, I mean, it's really fun just to, you know, come here and compete. It's just annoying when you don't hit it and it's a long drive competition.
Maybe we'll see Gabby in the final next year. And here are the ladies that made the final earlier tonight. Two-time champion Stacy Shinnick.
The defender Sally D, and there's big breaks Lizzie Utoff, the Canadian Lisa Vlooswyk, and rounding out the international final, Melissa Bryden.
Here's how they made it out of the semifinals. Lizzie Utoff with the best drive there at 3:02, and it was Stacy Shinnick, the two-time champion, that started things off.
You know, she loves starting out first, setting the number. Good golf swing right there. Club head speed at 121. Perfect spin. 174 ball speed. She's going to have to take it up a notch, though, to get it over 300 yards.
Our first ball just shy of 300. You can see she was the champion in 2000, 2002. But, boy, she would really find the momentum and build on every ball, it seemed like, in this set.
You know, this swing right here, again, good balance. Stacy hits a lot of golf balls in the center of the club face. That's the key to hitting long drives, consistency.
And that one, 305 for Shinnick. And then on her final ball, even better than that.
And look at these launch numbers right here. She took the speed up. She took the ball speed up to 178, the club head speed to 123, and that's why she crossed the 310 mark right there.
Stacy, play now the number one hole. It's a tough place to start, but boy, that sixth drive, 311 yards. You get all that one?
It felt good. Yes, it felt good. I don't know if it's going to be big enough, but keep my fingers crossed.
And looking at Stacy's golf track, she fills it up. 4 out of 6 tonight. She saved the best for last at 311 yards.
Killing them with consistency, she grabbed the hot seat as the defending champion Sally D found the tee.
You know, the former LPGA player, last year's defender, got a great golf swing, good fundamentals. You know, her tendency, Jeff, is to hang that ball right by not getting through the shot. Works a little bit underneath it.
Happened on that first ball, and that kind of set the tone for things to come for Sally.
But, you know, that's close to 300. She has a good chance.
She lives in Tampa, Florida now, somewhat out of the golf scene, working for Verizon. We skip ahead to her fourth ball.
And, Jeff, look at that right there at impact. She falls back, kind of hanging it right. It cost her speed, only 157 on the miles per hour compared to Shinnick over 170.
That's the best drive that she had, just over 293 yards.
And, again, you look at her golf track, look at her pattern. It's hanging right, but a nice performance takes her in second place right now.
Stacy Shinnick still in the lead, 311 and 21 inches. Lizzie Utoff, that's her first ball.
You know, she was exciting to watch in the big break. She came here with a lot of energy and wonderful golf swing. She hoisted higher than anybody out there, well over 300 there.
And that one at 302. She's 27 years old, St. Louis, Missouri.
Using the SMT driver. I like her setup. And again, watch how she swings to the sky. Big high launch right there. Look at that, 15 degrees. She just needs more club head speed and she'd be out there with Shinnick.
Getting a little closer there at 3:05. Now we'll take a look at her final numbers in golf track.
And 3:05 was the best she did. She just needs a little bit more club head speed and she can threaten for this crown.
Stacy Shinnick after her third RE/MAX long drive title, the conclusion of the women's division when we come back. We'll see the Open Division finals coming up after the conclusion of the women's final. Stacy Shinnick still on top, 311. Lisa Vlooswyk next to go. Here's her first ball.
Lisa has a lot of squat in that backswing, and she really launches the ball extra high. And that 19 launch, unfortunately, is too high. And 106 on the speed, just not in the same league as Stacy Shinnick. But 294.
Well, she's part of an international women's final here. First time in the finals for her, and she had some problems as we take a look at golf track, so maybe feeling a little extra pressure as she hit ball 6.
Yeah, 2, 3, 4, and 5. OB right. That just comes from working underneath it and hanging back to the right. See if she can level out her swing. That would take the launch down and maybe get that golf ball past 300 yards. And again, you can see the enormous squat there. Just very, very hard. It's like a roadblock.
Darn it. Thanks, everybody.
But she's a ball of joy to watch, and she always has fun. Lisa Vlooswyk.
So 294, she'll have something to build on for 2006, but Stacy Shinnick still in the lead. One more international competitor to survive, though, and that's Melissa Bryden, Australian, and her reputation kind of preceded her here in the U.S.
Wow, she came to this event. We heard all the stories over there, how far she could hit it. She out-hit the champion in the senior division over there and hit it over 330 yards. But this is a different stage right here at the RE/MAX World Lawn Drive.
Now the bright light's affecting her somewhat, and she hits that one out of bounds left. Sydney, Australia, and kind of like Vlooswyk, first time that she's seen the final stage here.
And I think the bright lights of the RE/MAX stage really got to this young lady. She just didn't hit a shot right here, a little thin. She hit it so well all week, but she knew it right here. Just spun it too much, about 270 yards. And the three-time RE/MAX women's champion, Stacy Shinnick, will take another title, and Melissa Bryden will see you next year on this tee.